say octave. Right, octave. Now, octave in different forms. We have octave under music theory. It means an eighth. Eight. You understand that now? Eight. Like we have yes, eight. Number eight. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. The next one, the eighth note, is called octave on a normal music theory. Do you understand? And do you know what? Octave is a technical name. So each of those notes they also have their name. So we have tonic, supertonic, median, subdominant, dominant, submedian, leading note, and octave, which is the eighth note. We are going to talk about that later. You understand? That one is under the theory. So octave in that context means an eighth. Is that okay? However, on the keyboard here, we are going to be looking at octave. So if you want to also look at it as an eighth, you say from do to the next do is an octave. Can you see it now? You understand? If you want to use that theory, this is from tonic to octave. Where is it to octave? Where is it to octave? Okay, can you see it there? Tonic to octave. It is also an octave. Do you understand that now? So it's still the same thing. However, on the keyboard, if you want to check an octave yourself, you discover that you may not want to use do to do. You might decide to say, okay, an octave is made up of all the keys in between this part because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white notes, white keys or notes, you understand? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making how many altogether? Making 12. How many white notes or keys?
7.
And how many black?
5.
Making how many altogether? Making 12 altogether. Alright, so that is what makes an octave. And now, for you to say you have learned something on the piano or on the keyboard, you should be able to tell me how many octaves a piano or a keyboard is made up of. Very, very important. And if you understand what an octave is, like I said, it is made up of how many keys together now? 12. So that means even if I don't want to use 12, I know that if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have one octave. That's not so. Now, can somebody tell me? Just look at it. How many octaves does this keyboard have? 5. So it has 5 octaves. However, there are keyboards that have 6 octaves. There are ones that have 7 octaves. This is 5 octave keyboard. What about the one here? How many octaves? That is 5 octaves too. You understand? So, however, it doesn't mean that all keyboards are 5 octaves. You get it? So, like I said, there are in fact, piano mostly, if a grand piano is 6 and 7 octaves. So we've talked about the octave, which is very, very important because when we start learning, you discover how do you learn and you're playing the keyboard so vastly. All you need to know is you need to know one octave very well. Know everything about one octave. Do you understand that?